If Only. A web series that explores interesting people and asks the question if only. If Only explores the friendship of Annie Armstrong and Nannie Helen Burroughs. Annie Armstrong and Nannie Helen Burroughs were Baptist church leaders, both born in the 1800s in America and from entirely different backgrounds. Ms. Burroughs was born to former slaves in Virginia. Her father was a Baptist preacher and farmer. Ms. Armstrong was born to a prominent Baptist family in Maryland. Her parents were tobacco farm owners, and one of her great-great-grandparents was Henry Sater, who established the First Baptist Church in Maryland. These two women came together and forged a friendship that at the time would have been reviled and sneered at by most. Through their trust in God and His plan for their lives, they found strength and persevered as they overcame society's prejudices of both their sexes and, in Ms. Burroughs' case, also her race. Before they met each other, each woman took on their God-given paths into lives that would ultimately lead others to becoming born-again Christians throughout the United States and the world. Ms. Burroughs graduated from high school with honors and became the editorial secretary and bookkeeper of the Foreign Mission Board of the National Baptist Convention. She also helped found the Women's Convention that provided help to the National Baptist Convention. Ms. Armstrong led the charge to create the Woman's Missionary Union, helped draft its constitution, and served as an executive director with the title of First Correspondence Secretary. While both women achieved more than what I have provided in these brief introductions, the main focus of this video is to talk about their remarkable friendship. When they met, Ms. Burroughs was in her 20s and Ms. Armstrong in her 50s. Ms. Burroughs was at the start of the extraordinary plans God had for her life, and Ms. Armstrong was almost at the end of her significant path God forged for her. Ms. Armstrong was leading the Woman's Missionary Union. The union provided mission education to hundreds of churches and supported missionaries all around the world. At a meeting of the National Baptist Convention, they met, and during that meeting, the group created a development plan, which came to fruition 3 years later to form the Women's Convention, WC, of the NBC, National Baptist Convention. Ms. Burroughs and Ms. Armstrong, with their mutual Christ-like passion for missionary work, God-given paths for improving the lives of women and children, and bringing the good news of Jesus Christ, forged a lasting friendship until Ms. Armstrong's death. In 1933, Nannie gave a speech titled How White and Colored Women Can Cooperate in Building a Christian Civilization, in which she declared, "If the two races in the South ever join hands to wipe out ignorance, to remove misunderstanding, to glorify the things of the Spirit, we will discover new and powerful leaders and will build here a civilization that will be Christian to the core." If only more people would study, learn, and come together in the United States and in the world as Ms. Burroughs and Ms. Armstrong did, then we could accomplish exactly what she spoke of in that 1933 speech. To learn more about both women, please visit the Baptist Press website at www.baptistpress.com, the National Parks website as www.nps.gov/places/National Training School for Women and Girls.htm, and anniearmstrong.com. Thank you for watching. I hope you will read more about these remarkable women, as what is presented here is only the tip of the iceberg to the phenomenal achievements to advance Jesus Christ's plans for us here on earth.